Well, hi, I'm Rick Dancer, and welcome. This is a little segment we're doing where we're just trying to introduce you to some of our clients and what they do. And this is one of my favorite because you guys know near and dear to my heart is people with different abilities and organizations that we don't want to say take care, but help make their lives better. So that's anything from setting up their entire plan of what their life's going to be like. If they want to go to the mall and hang out, they get to do that. If they wanted to come up with an ISP, which is a plan basically, and they help people in living group living situations, but also if there's folks that are very capable of being on their own, but just need a little assistance, like I need, like balancing my checkbook or helping me do a grocery list. That's why my wife does all that because I'm not good at it. But Alvord-Taylor comes in and helps them so that they can have the best life that they can live. And plus, their tagline is endless possibilities. And you guys know I talk about this all the time. That is a pretty cool tagline. And so joining us is Mary. And Mary, I have Thursday fun night because we're here having fun talking to you on a Thursday. This will air sometime other than that. But hey, that's what we're
Okay.
So, Mary, tell people who you are and what it is that you do with Alvord-Taylor.
My name is Mary. I am the director of program support services. I always get it confused. I supervise people that support the program. So I supervise the registered nurses, the behavior specialists, and the training department.
So I bet people don't really realize that you have those kind of services because a lot of your clients and the people that you work with have extra needs, not just physical needs, but also needs, medical needs, and that kind of stuff. So explain what those different people do.
So our registered nurses oversee people that have delegated tasks. So some people have G tubes, colostomy bags, ostomy bags, diabetes, insulin pumps, things like that, or wound care because they could self-injure and cause injury to themselves to the point that a nurse has to step in and provide oversight to it.
So how many nurses do you have on staff with Alvord-Taylor then?
So we have one full-time, one part-time, and a contracted nurse. So 3.
Wow. And see, and I know in my brother-in-law's case, it's if something needs to be done, like you guys, and I know, I don't want to word it this way, but probably will. You guys are really over the top when it comes to if somebody has is constipated for more than a couple of days, you're checking to find out what's going on because these are, and I mean, it's to the point where you're really over the top on that stuff.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely.
Because with someone in some of the situations that your clients are, that could be a matter of life and death.
Oh yeah. Not here at Alvord-Taylor, but I've worked at another agency where somebody had been backed up severely because of being in a constipation protocol and actually ended up passing from it. So It's really important to stay on top of those things.
So now behavior specialists, what do they deal with?
They teach techniques on how to intervene when people are escalated. They teach you how to restrain somebody as the last resort if you can't redirect or use proactive strategies to help de-escalate them back down to baseline. And then they write behavior plans to give you those tools to use during those situations.
And what was the third staff person you had mentioned? You mentioned nurses, behavior specialists, and something else.
The training department.
So now what is that about?
So any new hire that comes in goes through a 3-week long training here at the office, and they train documentation standards, CPR, first aid, what the organization's all about, the type of individuals that we support, things like that.
And because everybody has to be able to treat anything because you're dealing with a very, and I don't mean volatile in a bad way. I just mean people can have attitudes and, they don't have some of them don't have the same coping skills. Well, actually, I know a lot of people in the regular ability community that don't have the coping skills. Maybe Mary, we all need to be with Alvord-Taylor to kind of help us. From what I see online, sometimes I think a lot of people could use a behavior specialist in their life.
Yes, definitely.
So why Alvord-Taylor for you?
I've always been drawn to nonprofit. And so because I feel like nonprofit is more person-centered and really trying to invest the time and energy to help the people that we're supporting to make their lives better, to give them the assistance that they need, and just overall make their quality of life a lot better. And so doing the research, knowing a little bit about Alvord-Taylor, and actually knowing people that work here and have worked here, they've always spoken very highly of the agency. And so I checked it out, I liked it, and here I am.
Is it a tough job?
It's very tough, yes. Yeah. It doesn't matter what position you hold, every position is hard, but I would have to say that the DSPs, the people that work in the programs, by far have the most difficult job out of anybody in the agency.
So why do it?
It's rewarding. You definitely have good days and you definitely have bad days. But at the end of the day, you have accomplished something that has made somebody else's life a lot easier and a lot better. And that's why I have stuck it out for as long as I have.
Because you see people like, I know with my brother-in-law, you see people, you really get to know the people you're working with. Like on it, Mary, it's like, because you've done this. So it's like on this intimate level of understanding. So it's something that regular relationships rarely get to, because I know with my brother-in-law that they read, oh, are you upset? Do you need, I mean, you really are, that's a special thing as a human
Yeah.
being.
Oh, definitely.
Is that what draws people, do you think? I mean, because
I think so. Being able to help people, I mean, that's the common reason for everybody who works in this field, is they just want to help others. But then what they don't realize until they're kind of in it for a minute is you're not just helping them, they're helping you.
how's that? How?
They bring a different view of the world, and you get to eventually see their view of things. And that just helps make you a better person and helps you understand where they're coming from easier.
How has that done that for you? What do you like? Give me an example.
Um, so when I started in the field, I did it because I needed a job. I needed a paycheck. I didn't know much about the disabilities, involved in the people that are in the homes. And so going in, seeing it, seeing how they view life, seeing the struggles that they have, and knowing that I could do something to help them is what kept me in it. But then they have given me the opportunity to see the world through their eyes. So I go out into the community now, and most of the time I see it how they see it. And it just makes me a little bit more compassionate towards people in the community. And it makes me a little more empathetic to others, and makes me not judge them from just the way that I'm viewing them, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Now let me show you something. And I know you know them. Hold on. And joining us is John and Peggy Devereaux.
Yeah.
They are part of the Alvord-Taylor gang.
Yes.
How long have you guys been with Alvord-Taylor, Peggy?
Oh, I can't remember.
I can't remember either.
Since the early 80s?
In the 80s,
So
we couldn't do anything without Josh.
Well, you could do a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Josh takes us to Wendy's,
Thrift shopping.
grocery shopping.
I mean, and honestly, they see the best in people, and people tend to see the best in them. They're honestly some of the most accepting and friendly people that I know.
right. That's what you're talking about.
Exactly what I'm talking about. Yes.
I keep airing that, and every time I do, it's so fun because I can see the other people's faces in the green room. Like when I'm doing this, down below here, I have everybody's face, and people that are nowhere even aren't any part of the source. I've had politicians who are running for major seats in our state, and I air that little promo thing, and you'll watch their face go, oh.
It's great.
Yeah, it just, because I think isn't that, I mean, it's truth. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And isn't that what everybody, and trust. I mean, they trust people, but when I'm around my friends with different abilities, like I trust them too. They're not going to hurt me. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
They would never hurt my feelings on purpose or anything like that. So there's this innocence, and I'm not saying everybody's easy. But there's still this compassion that they have. That I think that's why. Do you notice that? And I mean this in a totally positive way. I hope people take it that way. But a lot of the DSPs are kind of people that what I love about people is they're on the edge. They understand what it feels like to be an outcast or not in the cultural mode sometimes. And so I think they get them better because they understand that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, I totally get that. And
Draws.
I see that with a lot of the people that we do end up hiring, not just here at Alvord-Taylor, but the other agencies that I've worked at. Like you can see that they almost feel different than other people. And so then they're drawn to this work because of the differences that it shines light on.
Right. And then I think they also know, I mean, I think that's why I do what I do, is because I don't, people think, oh, I had some lady say one day, oh, I mean, you were probably always really popular. And I'm going, no, I was bullied and picked on. And that's why I do what I do, and that's why all the staff that work with my brother, they've been like family, because I see me in them. And I think that's what they see in the population that they're helping is, you need me too, and I know why you need me, because I can speak the things that you can't speak or say, and that's
exactly.
So you guys are always looking for people to fill shoes, because this is a very revolving door kind of business, isn't it?
Yeah.
So what are you looking for mostly right now?
People who want to make a difference, people who want to do better. That's what I said when I came to Alvord-Taylor was I just wanted to make a difference and do better, because we can always do better. So people that have that drive to make other people's lives more fulfilling and to just do better is what we're looking for. So
Mark and I talked the other day, I think it was yesterday, and he told me what you'd be like on here, and he was 100% right. You're awesome. Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
I can see why they hired you away from everybody else. Mary,
well, that's good.
Well, yeah, no, that's good. Yeah, you go tell them that I told you that. So, Mary, thank you so much for doing this. And I know, it's not always easy putting yourself out there, but I think it's part of doing better and doing good for people.
Yeah, I agree.
All right. Thanks, Mary.
All right. Thank you.
So if you guys are looking for a career, let's say, I think that the last 2 years have caused all of us to say, what's really important in my life? Is it a paycheck? Yeah, we all need to have a paycheck, but is it just the paycheck, or is it really that I want to go home, and it's okay to be really tired. It's okay to be exhausted, but I want to know that my life matters. I will guarantee you, if you do a job like this, not mine, but theirs, you will go home and know that you're making a difference in someone's life. And as Mary said, which I love, my favorite thing is they'll change you. You will not be the same when you walk out the door every day than as you were when you walked in the door. So if you want more information, go to alvordtaylor.com. And is it .com, Mary? Is that right? Yeah. And so alvordtaylor.com / and then jobs. And they have all the information there. It's really well laid out. So you can just go through and put everything in that you need. And then go check it out, because it will definitely change your life. All right. Thanks again. Alvord-Taylor, Endless Possibilities.